Most of Africa was colonised by European powers during the 19th and early 20th centuries, but one country stood alone. It resisted invasion, defended its culture, and maintained independence while others fell. That country is Ethiopia. In this video, we'll explore why Ethiopia was never colonised, and why that still matters today. By the early 1900s, almost every African country had been taken by European empires: Britain, France, Belgium, Portugal, but Ethiopia remained sovereign. Along with Liberia, a special case, Ethiopia is the only African nation to never be colonised in the traditional sense. Why? Part geography, part leadership, and a strong sense of national identity. Located in the Horn of Africa, Ethiopia is surrounded by rugged mountains and highlands that made it hard to conquer, but more importantly, Ethiopians fought back and won. In 1896, Italy attempted to invade Ethiopia in a bid to expand its empire, but Ethiopian forces, led by Emperor Menelik II, launched a massive resistance. At the Battle of Adwa, Ethiopian troops decisively defeated the Italian army. It was one of the most significant victories by an African nation over a European power. This wasn't just a military win, it became a symbol of African resistance, inspiring anti-colonial movements across the continent. The victory shocked Europe and secured Ethiopia's place as an independent state. Ethiopia's strength also comes from its ancient culture. It's home to one of the world's oldest Christian traditions, dating back to the 4th century. The Solomonic dynasty traced its roots back to King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba. Ethiopia had its own writing system, its own calendar, and a deep-rooted religious and cultural identity that held the country together. This strong internal cohesion made it harder to divide or dominate. Ethiopia's legacy of resistance lives on. Even though it was briefly occupied by Italy during World War II, it was never fully colonised. Today, Ethiopia remains a symbol of independence and pride, not just for its own people, but for Africans across the continent. It's also the headquarters of the African Union, a sign of its continuing influence and leadership. While modern Ethiopia faces its own challenges, the story of Adwa and the spirit of sovereignty still resonate deeply. Ethiopia's story is more than just history. It's a reminder of the power of unity, resilience, and cultural pride. In a world shaped by conquest and colonisation, Ethiopia stood tall, and still does. Thanks for exploring from home with me.